Today, we're on Lake St. Helen attempting to catch some fish. And then when we're done with that, we're gonna go and cruise Roscommon County because they have a thing called the ORB GeoTour, which is a geocaching challenge. And we're going to see how many we can find by the end of the day. Let's go. Docks like this are so nice to have to get access to a lake. There's a nice drive up here. You can drop your kayaks or paddleboards off. Launch your kayaks or paddleboards right from this area. Then you got another dock here. So it's a great setup here for getting out on Lake St. Helen. I gotta catch one, so I'm gonna drift down. First fish of the day, bluegill. With that first bluegill, we have now caught fish on Higgins Lake, Marl Lake, Houghton Lake, and Lake St. Helen. So we're 4 for 4 on the lakes in the area, and there's actually a big annual tagged fishing tournament that happens. It's called Catch Us If You Can. They have fish here at Lake St. Helen, at Higgins Lake and Houghton Lake that are tagged, and if you catch one, you register the fish and then you'll actually win prizes. And the thing goes year round, so it doesn't matter if you catch them in the winter or if you catch them in the summer. I think it's pretty awesome. So far, none of our fish have been tagged, but the fact that I'm in this like low-key fishing tournament, I love it. Got it? Oh, is that a pumpkin seed or a bluegill? Bye, buddy. Ooh, he's quick. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. No! Oh! What you just saw there is painful for me to talk about. That was me losing the biggest fish I would have ever caught on my paddleboard. I'd say it was right around a 30-inch pike. I know there's bigger pike in the world, but that would have been the biggest pike I ever caught on a paddleboard. Losing that thing, I've been thinking about it every day since that moment. It spit the hook right at the paddleboard. You can even hear the splash. No! Oh! It doesn't matter. Andy ended up catching a pike. On with the story. There we go. Got a nice little pike here. There you go, buddy. So the ORB GeoTour has 15 caches hidden throughout Roscommon County. So they're in areas of places that are fun to visit or things to do. So this one's right by Lake St. Helen. So hopefully we're gonna find this thing. This is stop 1 for us in this area of the 15. There's a few right in the St. Helen area. If you stop at the Houghton Lake Tourism Bureau, outside on their rack, you can actually get the stuff you need to fill out when you're doing the ORB tour. Are you excited for this? This would be the first one I ever find. Yeah, if we find it. Okay, so we don't have to go very far to find the first cache here because it's actually at the park that we launched our kayaks at. It's like a scavenger hunt that's built in. I have actually no idea how to look for these. You're looking for an ammo can hidden in the usual way. There it is. Underneath my thumb is the code. I'm not going to show you that. I'm going to make you work for it to find it yourself. We're not going to show anybody where we're actually finding these because that takes the joy out of it. So that was our very first geocache. Andy, thoughts? I feel like I'm ready now to keep going. That first one, get it out of the way, understand it, and I kind of like how it's bringing you to places. So like we spent the day out on the water and now we're here because the point of the GeoTour is to like bring you through this whole region. Okay, now that I understand how this works, I'm in. I think we need to find a few more in order for us to be officially geocachers. But before we do that, we're gonna grab some food, then we're gonna continue.
The outside of this is so crispy and perfect. I'm so glad I went with the 4-piece of it, but I could probably do the whole bucket of chicken myself. So we're done eating and we're on to our second cache. Now here's the thing. This is helping us kind of explore the area a little bit more. Andy took off on me. He must know where this thing's at.
I found what I'm looking for.
Andy, did you find it?
Yeah.
Nice. That's the guest book that you're supposed to sign?
Yep.
Cool. Let's go.
This next one is different. It's not finding something. It's like a clues to get numbers, and there's more to it than finding a box in this stop. Oh man, I'm confused reading it, so I'll start. This is not at the posted coordinates. The posted coordinates bring you to the St. Helens Veterans Memorial, where you get the information to solve the final location. There's math involved with figuring this one out, so this is gonna take me a second.
Solving this riddle at the Veterans Memorial makes me feel like I'm in the movie National Treasure. I think I know where we're going. I'm not telling you where we are going now because that would give away the whole secret. This is the most nondescript angle that I can possibly get to not give away where it's at, but I will say that this so far has been the most difficult, but also now it is the most rewarding find. That one actually took us a few more minutes to find once we got there, so I think we deserve a snack before we keep going. That was delicious. It was really good.
So this is talking about being at the Firemen's Memorial. The Fireman Memorial Festival happens the third weekend in September. It says you're looking for a cache that signals to these brave men and women that their services are needed. This one almost like where it's at needs to be found on your own. I'll get the cache out.
I think it's important for us to get at least 5 today.
It says it's hiding in plain sight.
I got it. I'm not telling you the code. So if I had to sum up my very first geocaching experience, I would say that this one in particular, I can't speak for all of them, but this one is super fun because each one was unique in the way that you had to find it. It was unique in the challenge that it provided. Trying the catch us if you can, where you're trying to catch the tagged fish, and then going and doing the GeoTour, that part was a major success. And I'd say that both of them help enhance the day's activities. And until next time, cheers.